So how do you actually master cybersecurity without spending a dime? I mean, when companies are out there dropping thousands of dollars per employee on security training every single year, it's pretty much the ultimate question for anyone looking to break into the field or even just secure their own systems. Look, there's this really common misconception floating around that high-level cybersecurity readiness means you need incredibly expensive enterprise software, pricey certifications, and just massive budgets. But what if I told you that you could build a rock-solid, complete foundation without spending a single penny?
Welcome to today's Explainer. We are breaking down a highly curated list of just 3 official, zero-cost resources that together form a complete end-to-end blueprint for security. If you're ready to cut through all the online noise and get straight to what actually works, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to walk through the exact links you need to take you all the way from foundational theory right to active defense.
Here is our game plan for today. First, the Cybersecurity Starter Pack. Then, mapping your cyber skills. Third, hands-on hacking practice. Fourth, free tools for defense. And finally, bringing it all together.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the Cybersecurity Starter Pack.
Zero cost. That is absolutely the magic word here, right? We are looking at a memo containing just 3 official links. And let me be clear, these aren't just random blog posts someone threw together. They are highly authoritative sources specifically designed to give you a structural blueprint, again, without spending a dime. It's all about working smarter, leveraging official avenues that are heavily vetted and purposefully built for aspiring professionals and business owners.
Moving right along to Section 2, mapping your cyber skills.
You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, right? So our first major resource is the NICE Framework Resource Center, coming straight from NIST. That's the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Think of this as your ultimate playbook. The source specifically notes that this link offers official guidance on applied cybersecurity learning roles and skills. Because honestly, it's so easy to get completely lost in the weeds when you start out in cyber. There are literally a million things you could learn, but NIST gives you the definitive framework. You aren't just reading blindly, you're methodically mapping out exactly what is required for specific applied roles in the industry.
Just look at how cleanly this breaks things down. Notice the separation between what you want to be and what you need to know. On one side, you have your learning roles. Those are your target positions. On the other side, the exact granular cybersecurity skills mandated for those roles. This framework completely eliminates the guesswork. By checking this official NIST guidance, you know precisely which technical abilities you need to focus on to land your target role.
Okay, so you've consulted the NICE framework and your blueprint is set. But here's the thing. Cybersecurity is not just a theoretical discipline. You can read about defenses all day long, but until you see a vulnerability actually operating in the wild, you're basically trying to learn how to swim on dry land. It is time to transition from the playbook straight to the practice field.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, hands-on hacking practice.
Now this is where the neat, orderly theory of the NIST framework literally collides with the messy reality of a practical scrimmage environment. Vulnhub's Kioptrix Level 1 lab is where those mapped-out skills get put to the ultimate test. It's exactly where theory meets real-world application.
Our source points us directly to the Vulnhub entry for Kioptrix Level 1. And the progression here is a super straightforward 1-2-3 punch. First, you access the Vulnhub platform. Second, you download the Kioptrix Level 1 lab. And third, you execute your hands-on practice. Using this specific lab lets you safely test the exact skills you mapped out earlier. It's a simulated environment, kind of like a digital target practice dummy, where you can figure out how attackers think and operate completely risk-free.
I really want to draw your attention to this exact phrasing from the source memo. Read official guidance on Kioptrix Level 1 lab details. This is crucial because it gives you the peace of mind that you aren't just downloading sketchy files from the internet. You are following official, documented guidance to set up your hacking practice. It gives you the safe boundaries and the exact parameters you need to execute your scrimmage effectively.
Just think about the journey so far. You've got the playbook from NIST. You survived the simulated scrimmage in the Kioptrix lab. You understand the roles, the skills, and how they actually work hands-on. Now it is time to grab your game day gear and move into real-world active defense.
And that means diving into Section 4, free tools for defense. Our third and final puzzle piece points straight to CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and their mandate is crystal clear. Read official guidance on free cybersecurity services and tools. This right here is where the whole picture comes together.
CISA literally provides the exact gear you need to protect your actual real-world systems, plus all the official documentation on how to deploy it. The sheer value packed in here is kind of mind-blowing. You're getting official guidance to secure your posture, access to active cybersecurity services, and a whole suite of defensive tools, all completely free. We're not talking about theory or a practice lab anymore. These are the actual instruments you can deploy on your networks today to monitor, detect, and defend against active threats.
If you take nothing else away from this explainer, let it be this. Real-world security posture doesn't require an enterprise budget. Top-tier, high-level defense is absolutely accessible to anyone willing to utilize the official guidance provided by entities like NIST and CISA. Putting these resources together proves that serious security is within your reach, no matter where you're starting from.
All right, let's wrap this up in Section 5, bringing it all together.
It all flows in 3 beautiful, logical steps. Phase 1 is theory, defining your learning roles and required skills with NIST. Phase 2 is practice, rolling up your sleeves and understanding the mechanics of vulnerabilities in the VulnHub Kioptrix Lab. And Phase 3 is execution, deploying CISA's official zero-cost tools and services to lock down your real-world environments. It is a completely logical, totally free, and highly effective roadmap.
So the entire blueprint is literally right there for the taking, totally free of charge. The only question left is, which phase of the journey are you going to start today? Are you going to map your path with NIST, test your skills in the VulnHub simulator, or lock down your actual systems with CISA? The tools are waiting. It's time to dive in.